a period in my country's history with racism. I was born in a working class family, but to a mother who believed in the power of education and that we can shape our own destinies. I was born physically disabled, without a hip socket and could not walk, unaided until the age of 5. But my dreams were big. My dreams were to own a yacht, to sail the oceans of the world, to race solo around the world. And so many people say to me, you cannot do this because of who you are. You cannot do this because you are black, you are working class, you are disabled. They were labels. But again, because of the mother who believed in the power of education, there are no labels. Our young people over here are about to begin a journey, their journey through life. As I made my journey from South Africa, that dream to own a yacht was a powerful guiding star. It was a guiding light. It was a burning desire. I would not accept failure as any options. I had to work hard. I had to make immense sacrifices. The journey was not without its stormy seas, its calm winds or no winds, without its setbacks. I remember leaving South Africa in a boat that I designed and built myself. A boat that the South African media had nicknamed the floating coffin. And they said, I'm going to kill myself in this vessel. It was built with blood, sweat, and tears. I sailed to Europe. I had one setback after the next. I was trying to raise sponsorship money to enter my first transatlantic race. It was through the grace of the help of the Irish that I found a way to get there. But the dreams do not end because you arrive at your first destination. Your dreams continue. As you scale these mountains, you will come to plateaus, and you have a choice to sit back and become complacent. In my high school, I was raised to believe that there was no ocean too wide, there was no mountain too high to climb. And so, when I arrived at that first plateau of success, I was given that choice of accepting and being happy, or looking forward to that future to what is the next destination, what is the next peak to scale. So I challenge you, where you are today, you are leaving a certain plateau right now. You have scaled to be here, you have survived high school. You have survived this period of your lives. As parents, you have encouraged your children. You've pushed them. You've been with them when they've been sick. You've been with them when they have not done extremely well at certain exams. But you continue to push because you hold forth a future, a vision. And so when I finished my first transatlantic race, the dream became to enter my first solo around the world yacht race. 27,000 miles around this planet, alone. I tried to find a sponsorship for a new boat. I was unable to. I was running out of time. The most valuable thing that you will have is time. Do not waste that time. When I was unable to raise a sponsorship, I looked at my own boat. She was 38 foot. The minimum size required for the round the world race was 40 foot. How big was my problem? Just 2 feet. It is how we look at things. It is not what we do not have, but it is what we have and how we maximize those tools, those skills, those opportunities. I lengthened the back of my boat by 2 foot and entered the world's greatest yacht race in my new 40-footer. And I ended up racing to South Africa on the first leg of this 27,000-mile voyage. My hero also happened to be my competitor. And when I got to Cape Town, I beat my hero into Cape Town. Harry came last, I came second last. What does not matter is when you finish. What truly matters is you have to start. You have to leave the dock. You have to untie the dock lines and lose sight of land in order to make a journey across an ocean. Tonight, you are untying the dock lines of a place called home. A place that you've been very comfortable in. A place that has been so easy in so many ways because of the familiarities. But you will now leave this dock. You will lose sight of this land. But you will not forget your roots and your heritage. Wherever you go, Whether it's Syracuse University for you, Gabriella, or Boston for you, Juliana, wherever that shall be, you will never forget where you have come from and who helped you get along in that journey. When I left Cape Town for the next leg, this time destined for Australia, I had a very severe storm, only to be turned upside down. And when my boat came back upright, my mast was broken. For me, that race was over. I looked back to South Africa and a jury ring and retired from the race. And people had told me I had failed. But failure is only an attitude. It is how do you respond. What do you look at? What is the lesson you obtain? So many times I have been beaten up. Beaten up by the weather conditions, beaten up by corporate failure, beaten up by the seeds that others have planted in trying to let me decide that I could fail. But it is the attitude. You did not pass any exam in the course of the years you spent going to school. There were times you had your setbacks, but you never quit learning. You never gave up. You went back to the books. You studied again. You retook those tests and you passed. When I left Cape Town, when I returned to Cape Town, I left with great expectations and returned with great disappointment. But I did not quit singing. I did not quit dreaming. I did not quit pursuing the journey in life. I returned to the race course only to lose my mentor and my best friend, my hero, Harry Mitchell. He died during the race. He was 72 years of age when he perished, but he left behind a powerful message. Live each and every day as if it is your last day, because someday you shall be right. From that I learned that we have a finite time. We know the day we are born, but we don't know the day we shall expire. But in this in-between, what shall we do with our lives? We have to maximize each and every day. You will leave this world with nothing. You came to the world with nothing. But what you will do in between the nothing are your experiences. It are the relationships that you build. The people whose lives you touch and whose life you shall touch. I returned to the race course 2 years later. I've been dismasted, I've been injured. And this time I got hit by a Russian freighter in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I spent 15 days pumping to keep my boat afloat, and I stayed racing. I finished third in my class because I had incentive. I had to get to the finish line before my energy ran out and the boat sank. So many times we are going to be tested and challenged. It is how we respond. I had a choice. I could have thrown up my hands and say, poor me, and be defeated, and allow the boat to sink. Climb on the freighter. It was the easy option. But to spend 15 days pumping for 15 to 20 minutes every hour, 24 times a day, for 15 days, was the hard thing to do. Life isn't always fair. Life can be tough. But what do you do? How do you respond? And when ABC television pointed out to me at the start of my next around the world solo yacht race, they said, you had failed. What makes you think that this time you shall succeed? And I pointed to all the different things that had happened. And I said, those were setbacks. Each and every one of us in this room has faced a setback or another. But we have overcome them. We have responded with strength, with wisdom, with integrity. And so I entered my second round of the world race in my own 40-footer. And that race was not without its challenges, it was not without its storms. Approaching Cape Horn, the southernmost cape of our planet, I encountered hurricane-force conditions. You here who live in Punta Cana most of your lives, you have seen hurricanes, you've experienced the horror and the hardship of the Northern Passage. Well, multiply that sevenfold. Put yourself alone on a boat deep in the Southern Ocean dodging icebergs and come to the southernmost cape of our planet. That is where I faced one of the most life-threatening storms. Some years later, I was in a board meeting. I was trying to make a company public. And the team had disagreed with some of the things that I was doing. The company was not ready to go public. The board wanted to pursue the offering and I said no. And I had actually voted out. And I lost that opportunity. And I was coming down the elevator of this hotel. when one of the gentlemen who fought against me remaining in the leadership role said to me, "Gee, you know, you're very cheerful for somebody who's lost a lot of money." And I said, "I have just lost money. I attended a board meeting via telephone the night before the bad storm of Cape Horn. Had I failed that night in that hurricane, I would have lost my life. Yeah, all I had done was lost money." You cannot measure your life in terms of money. You can only measure your life in terms of accomplishments, of the people who care about you, the people you love, the dreams you have had, the dreams you shall pursue, the sacrifices you are willing to make to get to that end result. That is measured greater than any amount of money on this planet can measure. It is your life. I eventually finished the round the world race. I did not finish the race with the woman I fell in love with. She had left. A sacrifice, a casualty. We will have many casualties along with us in our journeys. But when one train leaves the station, another shall arrive. I moved ashore working on a new book at the time. I was living in the cottage and I went back out and dated. And I came home one evening, some few months after finishing this race, only to have discovered my cottage had burnt down. I had lost everything. The trophies that I received for finishing this race. This race was so tough that everyone who comes back truly is a winner. Because somebody like Harry Mitchell, my hero, had died during the race. And so, when I'm losing that trophy, in that fire, I lost a significant moment of my history. I lost the manuscript of my book, and all the backups, and so many other things, the photographs. But you can take the material things away, but you cannot take away are your memories and are your experiences. The next day, I was driving back to the house, major media following around about my fire and the loss. When a person telephoned me, a stranger, to ask what would they do to help. Now I just lost the transmission of my car. And she said, "What can I do to help?" And I said, "How about this to a car dealer?" We went to the car dealer. We had a late night dinner. We went to a movie. And 5 months later, I met the woman who became, 5 months later, I married the woman who I had met through the fire. Had my house not burnt down, I would never have met my wife. These are significant moments of our lives. These are defining moments of our lives. It is how we respond to those moments. We are not shaped by our successes as much as we shaped by the response to our setbacks. Each and every one of us, especially this 26 young people, we are pieces of carbon. And these pieces of carbon put under immense heat and immense pressure. And some will become nothing but coal and coal dust. Quickly burn, ignite, and over. But truly I believe with what Punta Cana International School has given you, the pressure that you've been under at times to graduate, you will eventually become rough diamonds. Rough diamonds are nothing but carbon under immense heat and pressure that does not buckle. And now you shall be polished, and you shall move forward into this world. But when I challenge you to go into this world, to look at it with a different perspective. There is a huge world out there. I came to your country on my yacht. My wife and I sailed to Punta Cana some 3 years ago and docked coming across the Northern Passage. It was in this very harbor that I laid eyes on your country. I had no idea what the future shall be. Some weeks later, I ended up buying property in Halabacoa and made your country my home. We live in the mountains. We have 3 waterfalls surrounding our home, 5 rivers. But more important, we have a community. You have become a part of our community. And so, when I look at our young people, I look at potential. I see where you can go in this world, what you can do, what you can accomplish. It is not about the investments that you will make in terms of resources. It is the investment you shall make in yourselves, your education, your travel, your exploration. I challenge you to be curious, to look at the world, and to wonder what is out there, what is beyond that horizon, what lays beyond your reach. And to be open to all kinds of relationships, because it is the people that you shall go along with on this journey that will help you. Your relationship that started in this room with your family and your community. Make it work. keep building, keep growing. Today, my wife and I were walking around, we're driving the golf carts around the resort area, and we saw a pot. And my wife said, I want to take a photograph of that pot. So I drove around to another area to get to the pot. And she saw the beautiful building and said, wow, that would be my home. And so we walked in. And it was a restaurant. And we got talking to the staff. And then we got introduced to the manager. And then we got talking a little more. And I discovered that this was Juliana's mom. And that we come to the same graduation. And I ended up we spent several hours in the restaurant talking to the family. And getting to know, and Juliana had come over. You do not know in your journey of what you set out. I went out to look at a pot and met a family. You have an incredible opportunity in this world. You'll go down one direction, but life will nudge you and you will have totally different experiences. I was ready to ask myself 3 powerful questions, and 4 years back I added a 4th question. And I want to close with these 4 questions. And you have to emphatically say yes to each and every one of these questions, and life will be with less struggle. Whatever you do, is it right for you? Yes. Whatever you do, is it right for your family? Even a drug dealer can say yes. And most people solve that second question. What you do, is it right for your community? Now the drug dealer cannot say yes. Today we live in a global community. I was born in South Africa. I have Dominican citizenship. I live in Punta. I'm here with you in Punta Cana tonight. And the 4th question, what I do is not right for me, for my family, or my community, but is it right for the next generation? You are the next generation. And it's what you shall do shall one day impact all of us. As once you were that next generation, you have brought this generation into the world. You have encouraged them, you have supported them, you have educated them. Now it's time to let this generation go. Let them now go and find this world of their own and be a part and make changes. You can make changes. You are the agent of change. Go out there, get the best education, and create the best life as you make this amazing journey through this world. And come home and make contribution. Or go anywhere else in the world, but never forget where you came from. Congratulations to you.